Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Kilian Jornet after his record-breaking win at the 2022 Hardrock 100. How are you?
Feeling good. Got some sleep and some food. So yeah, feeling much better than yesterday.
Understandably, and you said no major problems or injuries
Yeah, I
today.
think sometimes you feel like a small problem that start to happen in the race, and then this pain just grows. Or so no blisters, no legs are sore, but not any specific thing. So that's good for the recovery.
Yeah, today 30 or 40 kilometers.
No. I will take it easy. I say after Hard Rock until the next race, just a lot of recovery and some hard sessions, but yeah, mostly recovery.
Not volume, no 200-kilometer weeks.
Not at all. Yeah.
No, good. You are a little human after all.
Yeah. No. It's volume is done after the race. I don't think. I need more, yeah.
Yeah, for you, is that how much? Yeah, recovery. How important is that to you?
I think it's key. I mean, we often training without recovery. It's meaningless. We need adaptation comes with both of it. So we need recovery, and it depends. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it takes shorter. So you just need kind of listen the body to see when you can start training again. If not, it's just to buy tickets for injuries or cover training or whatever.
And is it for you also important mentally to have some downtime during the big season?
Yeah, I think especially to get out and just be in your kind of place environment, just to not think about racing or that, and just to enjoy time. That's important. Yeah.
Because you enjoy other pursuits in the mountains. So some days maybe you'll be out longer, but also more climbing and scrambling.
Yeah, just climbing, and it's good because you are moving very, very slow, but so you are not pushing the muscles or the cardiovascular system, but you are just having a nice time and just enjoying the sun and that.
Well, this weekend you had a good weekend. You got to run with Francois Dehane and Dakota Jones for a long time. Did it feel relaxed for most of the first half of the race, or were there times where you struggled at all?
It was first very, very cool too. Francois and Dakota, they are good friends and they are amazing people. Francois, he's the GOAT on ultra running, and it's very it's an honor to run with him all the time. And Dakota is a good friend. He's an incredible person, and I'm also super happy for him to do the race and to finish that well. Because to show what he's capable of. So it was super nice to be with them and just chatting and just having good time. Conditions were good. We were enjoying the landscapes, and mostly it was feeling pretty kind of easy running, but with the distance it gets harder. But most except from Uray to engineers, what I was feeling bad. All the rest it feel much more under control. You are just having a long run.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas on what caused you to feel bad, or is it just normal to have time like that in a long race?
It's always up and downs, but I think there I felt most some cramps, and then also more some stomach issues. So I have two theories. One is altitude that I'm not used. I haven't acclimatized before the race, but then I was feeling good at the end in the altitude. So a bit that, or the other is I was sick last week, and during the race, or the last days, I still feel I had a lot of mucus in the lungs. So maybe that was also affecting a bit. But
and sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Ultra running is to go up and down and just to go through all these hard moments.
Is it, with all your experience now, is it important to know that you can have the downs and you can still come out?
Yeah, and that's if you expect to be always high, that never happens. So you need to go through all that and know that it's just to keep fighting and to understand what you can do, if you can slow a bit down to make it better, but to see that it's ultra running is about handling bad moments.
Were you surprised at all when Dakota took off like he did, or when you heard the time difference at Engineer or Animus?
Well, when we crossed the road and started the climb to Engineers, there I was with Dakota, and then he just kept running. I was when is he going to start hiking? And he was just keep running. It was okay, he's off. He's just going for it, and it was incredible. He was so quick, and it was just impressive to see him. And I thought we'll never see him again.
Yeah.
And he put us like 13 minutes in engineers, and that was amazing. Yeah.
That's more like more than 2 minutes a mile. Or
No, it was just like, and you think, okay, it's early in the race, it's a lot of race to go, but like how fresh he was looking, it was just wow, like that's just unbelievable.
Yeah. And then you caught him at Burrows after Handy's Peak.
Yeah, in the uphill to Handy's, we see that we were like catching him a lot, and then in the downhill, and then we're surprised because when we passed him, then like he was losing a lot of time very quick, but then he kind of recovered well because he finished not that far and he had a good finish. So I think he paid a bit the effort from the engineers climb, but after that, like he could recover well.
And during this stretch after Handy's, when you and Francois are together in the lead, are you two at all talking about time, or are you just the whole time just running?
Yeah, there it was also like Ricky Gates that joined Francois as a pacer, and then we were just chatting a bit. But at that, like you chat a lot in the first like half of the race, then like you don't have a lot of energy to chat, so it was more like short talk, like just look like there, like nice moon, but not much more. Like it was not deep conversations.
No.
So we were more just like having fun, enjoying, and also like pushing. Like it's even if you are kind of fresh, like it's still like a lot of miles in your legs. So it was just like, okay, get the kilometers done.
And before the race, I was talking to Francois, and he says sometimes in these long races, the leaders or you're another person, you're running together, and sometimes you talk about, I'm not feeling. A person will talk, saying, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling good, or somebody's saying I'm not. I'm going to drop back. Good luck. It seems like in this race, it was a little more. Just there was a moment when maybe you two started
pushing.
Yeah. Yes. It was not a conversation. It was
it was fun because it was like actually Francois also felt bad on the UA2 engineers.
Yeah.
So we were talking like. I felt bad on that moment. And he says, I was feeling bad on that, and now we are feeling good again. But then it was more, it was so cool to race 100 miles, like a short distance. Like normally, as you mentioned, like people start to fade down or like it's not like really accelerations, but it's more like people falling onto their pace. And here it was, okay, we are going to a good pace together. And then it's like, okay, who's going to make a move or attack? And it was really like that. It was not like just okay, keep climbing fast and then me or Francois is dropping down, but it was like, okay, no, now I attack. So I start accelerating.
Who and when? Who made the attack and where?
So first it was just the last maybe 1 mile to Cunningham in the downhill. Then I started to accelerate a bit. So actually Francois, then I saw that Francois was also like
putting the gas,
putting the gas to follow me fast down, and then like exiting Cunningham at the station. Like then it was like kind of knife on the mouth, and then just like putting the gas and just like going for it, and then it was like we start climbing, and Francois drop Ricky Gaze, and I drop a bit my pacer in this climb. Then she called me, but like we were like just giving everything in that climb, like climbing fast, and that's fun. Like but I think that means that we were doing a good race because we were like able to really change a gear at mile 90. So it was, it means that we did a good strategy.
And do you like, again, you've raced so many times and had great results. Do you enjoy that moment where you're like, oh wow, I'm 90% through my race and I can still have another gear? Is that magic?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's what we train for, like to be able to race well, and race well means that if you're able to push at the end of the race, it means that the training's been good, that your race strategy's been good. So it's fun. Like I love to come here for the ambience and the people and to see the landscape. But when you are in a competition, like especially like we had enjoyed like 90 miles, super fun, like just like enjoying everything. It's like, okay, let's race a bit, no? Yeah. Let's compete, and that was fun to just like be able to get to push and to fight. And
so at the top of that climb, Little Giant, I don't know if you were looking back. You have a sense of how far back he is. How far back was Francois?
He was around 1 minute at that point, so put him 1 minute, but that's very close and still like one long downhill and all the flat to town. So I was thinking, okay, like now it's a race to the line, like to the rock. So needed to really I didn't know how far he was because then it's in the forest, so I was just pushing everything to the finish line. Yeah.
And does that feel? Yeah, that had to feel amazing.
Yeah, it felt good. Like legs are sore and everything, but to be running and to be running fast at the end, like it's a great feeling. Like I mean, like as an athlete, I think to be able to finish races well, it's a good feeling.
And you think that translates to everybody who's racing?
Yeah.
Whether you're 21 hours or
you
41.
You can be like fighting for the victory or fighting for 24 or fighting for like 30 or for finishing. And you see the guys like finishing just when we're here. It was today one guy that finished at 2.5 minutes to 48 hours and this last sprint, like that's what we are looking for also, like to achieve our goals. And that's it doesn't matter what this goal is, but to dream about it, to train about it, and to make it. That's why we are here. Yeah.
And where will you make some magic next?
Well, not magic, but like now, try to rest a lot. In 4 weeks is Sierzinal, which is a very different race short. So I will see how that goes. And then like 1 week after Sierzinal is UTMB.
Yeah.
So then it's I will see. Like I'm happy. Like this year the fitness is good and training has been going well, but need a lot of recovery. Thing.
Have you talked to Francois about that at all? The Hardrock UTMB.
Yeah. Yeah, and I talked with him, and last time I raced here, 2017, I also did like both. Hardrock, Sierzinal, UTMB, and it's I think all it depends how well recovered you are after here. Yeah. Like if you are able to recover well, like in 2 weeks, feeling fresh again, then it's okay. I think it's more if you keep the tiredness of like Hardrock, and the problem is if you start to train too quick, then it's I think that's the problem. So I will see how the recovery goes, and then mostly Sierzinal need to build the speed for that. So that's kind of now the biggest goal, and then UTMB I will see how I arrive like after Sierzinal, but. I think the volume it's okay, and then just how I can recover from
after 4 big races in a fairly short time. You just have to see what your body thinks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on a great run and a great course record.
Thank you very much, and congrats for the live coverage. It's always a pleasure to follow it.
Thank you. Take care. So, Kilian, a bonus question for you. We were at Animus Forks. And you go through the aid station, you're about to leave, and you give Beth Jones a fist bump. Her son just put 12 minutes on you. And to me, it felt like one of those moments that makes ultra running so amazing. What are those human moments like for you in trail racing?
Well, it's everything. Like, I mean, why do we race if it's not like emotion, if it's not like some kind of, it's that and that. I was so happy for Dakota to, like, I thought that he was going and that he was like winning, and I felt so happy for that. And then it's just like, I think that's cool. Like you are doing your race, but you are like sharing with the people and seeing, like, it's about celebration, and it's about celebration of first that we are able to be here, to be able to run on the mountains. That means that we are healthy, that we are all that. So that's one thing, celebrating with the others. Like you are happy for your race and you're happy for the race of the others. And I think it's a race at the end. It's a celebration of some values, no? The love of mountains, the love of the community, and that should be shown. Like I think, like if you are just focusing on like the strategy in your race, that's you are missing a big part of what it is. Yes. So
and it's not congratulating your friend or another runner at the finish line. It's out there in the middle of nowhere. No one else sees this.
No, like it's but like it's
a celebration.
Yes, it's a celebration
and fun
of that. Yeah, and it's fun. Like we race for fun, and then like of course you might be a bit happier if you win, but it's just having fun, like trying to race and to enjoy the thing, like the landscape or the trail or the fight or the conversations and seeing people. I think it's that.
Did you have any other moments like that during the race this year?
Yes, like it's been like 5 years since I was in the US, and I saw so many friends out there. Like it was just like, oh, how are you? Like very quick chats, because you don't want to spend like 15 minutes, but just to like have this kind of small chit chat and like seeing like seeing that people like drawing in the Cronin's canteen, like Joe Grant has made this drawing and like talking with them, and just like it's a lot like during a race like that you meet so many good friends and good people, and just like you want to stay there for long talks, but unfortunately you want to run too.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.